Hey friends of the night, just a small heads up, in this episode there will be some minor audio bugs cause the microphone was a little bit off, so sometimes it didn't register like if I talked, so yeah, some of my commentary is cut off a little bit. The game is fine, especially dialogue voicing always worked, it's just minor issues, and be assured in the future it's fixed. So yeah, I still hope you like it and enjoy it, and all the best and see you soon. Bye! Talk to the red catcher.
What do we have here? Human reinforcements. No need for a supple young kitten like yourself here. My rats will find the villagers in no time at all.
He seems a little mad. And he's not having a flute, but he has some drums. Tell me about yourself.
Do you pretend not to know me, child?
I should know you.
You stare into my left eye each time you admire the full moon. But play coy if you will. The old mother called me here to find a certain tiny herd of sheep missing from her flock. The wolfish shepherd woman, she. I am world-renowned for my ability to search and to find. Well, I
that
did
voice.
my task, feigning ignorance, so that you might hear more of my lilting voice. Rats, kitten. Rats are always the answer. There's no hole they won't find, no stench that can deter them. No, there is no hiding from a rat. And so there is no hiding from me. I raise them, train them, lead them. I am their king. And my subjects will find those hidden villages in no time at all.
So more like a red king than a red catcher. Charming. Tell me more about the hidden villages.
Lost lambs, yes, fleeing the slaughter. Naughty, naughty! I'll give them quite the spanking when my rats whisper to me where to find them. Yes, perhaps I'll get my fill of my own private punishments first and foremost. The All-Mother believes those villagers, being the one-time servants of the wizard, will know how to find him. Or at least how to break the enchantments shielding his house. Wicked enchantments, are they?
I love how we already did all of that. Tell me about the All Mother.
Our mother, yes. And we do suckle from the teat of her goodwill. No wonder so many of us starve. An iron fist in an iron glove is our Grutilda. She doesn't tolerate failure any more than I tolerate a spring nymph stealing glimpses of me during bath time. No, Shira, I say, you'll get your fill at the God's Day Festival.
Sure. Every nymph is fawning over you.
I saved you the finest paw.
Are you seeking the wizard?
What? Do I look like his secretary? And even if I were, with my head in a tight little bun and my quill at the ready, the All Mother doesn't share her every concern with me, you know. No, those she whispers to her pillow at eventide, when only the feathers can hear her.
My friend, you don't have hair. You may have a beard, not really hair to tuck into a bun. What can you tell me about the rats? About your rats?
Perfectly disciplined, aren't they? They'd obey my every command, and when I die, they'll all leap into my grave so that they needn't be without me. Don't try to stop them, no. They won't have it any other way.
Huh. That was
Even the lowliest beast
very unhelpful.
in the so-called higher species.
Wolgraff smiles a crooked smile and rolls his eyes.
Extolling the virtues of rats strikes him as supremely silly.
Bruv, that's the thing about Jahan. He is supremely silly. I don't even have a quest about the rats, right? I was thinking is we do have cheese. I don't know, can I like cheese in front of a red hole?
Many rats scurry in and out of this hole. Where it leads is uncertain.
Easy. I just eat it. What would happen? Oh, I don't have crafted poison potion. What would happen if I would poison some cheese? And if I can like put it there. Minor poison. More poison. I'm lacking the mushrooms. Okay, for that I need some mushrooms. Hey there, Static.
Back again, I see. If the elements...
Oh. Oh, there we have some mushrooms. I don't know. Might be just a hunch. Might not work at all. But I want to try. Here. So much cheese. We have cheese. Fine with... I mean, the make or break point is, can I even poison cheese? I can. Right in front.
He's dead! You dare assault my soldiers, human!
That's a red king.
You dare not only to poison the golden goodness, but to feed it to my brave soldiers? Friend to filthy felines, are you? May the next cheese you find snap your neck in twain.
Why is the red king like so huge and can actually sell us stuff? I have one question. Who are you?
Any rodent with half a mind would recognize me by the diadem encircling my kingly head. I am the king of rats, of course, the ruler and leader of all rodent kind.
What do you know about the rat catcher?
Touched by madness he is. Imagine an orc believing he could train the gods' most intelligent creature. I assure you, it is we who have trained him. We perform the tiniest of tasks, and he rewards us with delicious golden cheese.
Well, I mean, he doesn't really seem to care too much about rescue. What are you doing in this village?
I, responsible for the welfare of each of my subjects, secure the wealth and glory of our kingdom by contracting certain occupations through which we obtain security, honor, and above all, cheese.
Very clear priority. Cheese, honor, security.
A certain orc, the one who so erroneously calls himself Ratcatcher, has won our employment. He tells us what to find, and in exchange for a generous wheel of Gorgonber or Gouda, we oblige. I've nearly closed in on this particular target, a trio of stinking humans who I believe to be cowering in their cellar. But I've lost too many men to this bloodthirsty feline. I won't send more troops into the unknown until the beast is caught.
I think you could also do it the other way around and now kill the cat. I actually met a cat who asked me to kill as many rats as I could.
That must be the
monster who's been slaughtering my men by the dozens. Kind knight, I, his rodent highness, do make a request. Remove that beast from this town. Spare my men the claw and tooth. I'd consider you a true friend if you'd oblige me in this matter. And the loyalty of my friends never goes unrewarded.
Can't I just give you like 3 pieces of cheese and you just
Find me in
leave?
the tavern cellar if you desire a second consultation. Ah, the smell of whiskey in there does so delight a king's senses.
We will see. Let's go to the tavern.
Oi! The All-Mother says small boats can enter the sheep. Tell her to stay in the warehouse. Tell the All-Mother
Why did you slip?
Yes, mate.
Okay, way too many things we could loot. Any orcs? Fighter?
You see that? I could have sworn that rat just winked at me. I suppose you're just that handsome, are you?
Find somewhere the cellar to talk to with the rat. There with Grutilda and Resk, a small goblin.
What is it, monkey face? The All-Mother won't tolerate your distracting her right hand.
What can you tell me about your master, Grutilda?
She is the sun and the moon, the mother of all and the sister of none. We live in her shadow and at her feet. We live only to serve her.
If you say so.
Wolgraff seems to be contemplating the torch by the fireplace. You realize it is a rather weird spot to place one.
True. Why would you have a torch? Here.
Perhaps you haven't heard, whelp. Every time a foot soldier disturbs me, I take his head to compensate for my time.
You're the leader of the orcs, are you not?
Leader, a word that hardly suffices. I lead them as far as the head leads the body. They serve me and live in service to me. I am their all-mother, the beginning and end of their very lives. I am loved by them. I am craved by them. I choose from among them he who pleases me, and I destroy the rest. The orcs of this tribe are executors of my will, no more.
Yeah, sounds like I would, I don't know, look for a new tribe as an orc. I understand you get the first pick of the spoils of war.
Naturally. There are few finer pleasures than standing before the fruits of one's labor. A stack of gold, and goods to one side, and sopping sinews and bone to the other. Ah, divine.
I wonder why there are no other women, or general female orcs. I wonder if she just eliminates them? Or she sees competition in them?
I've developed a particular affinity for tenebrium of late. The sheen of it rather pleases the eye. My boys know not to keep a shard of the stuff from me. Consider this your warning too.
We have so much inebrium. Anyway, what use have the orcs for this miserable town?
Miserable, you say? I quite like it. Save the altogether hideous pink apes infesting the place. But exterminating them was a rather titillating diversion, I must admit. The townsfolk here were no different from those in the north. The larger ones beg me to spare the smaller ones. The smaller ones bleat like lambs for the larger ones. Yet they each squeal just the same when you split their piggy skin from nose to navel.
Is that different for orcs?
Yes, I dare say the wizard won't be so pleased with himself for evading us when he returns. His servants' entrails will be wreathed among his grapevines, and the rest of the villagers are already hacking away in the tenebrium mines. Undead drones bent in service to the conduit.
They're also bloodthirsty. Who's the wizard you seek?
Our conduit didn't describe every detail of her plan to her mold-eyed pets in the mines. Well, no matter. It hardly concerns you, unless you can break the enchantments protecting his house.
Ooh, me?
But that's a matter of magic, not the erotic virtues of your mother's rot-rancid corpse. I doubt anyone from Silverglen will be of use.
The wizard's house is protected by powerful magic, it seems. I mean, that's just what she said. But
So it seems. But even the cleverest magician cannot conceal his tricks forever. The wizard may have fled, but he left a passel of servants behind. Servants I very much doubt will be immune to the charms of my screws and cleavers.
what can you tell me about this so-called spinebreaker?
The deer has certainly earned his moniker. Norok is my best boy, the pinnacle of orcish devotion. His child's mind
he's
and
upstairs.
hard arms make him the perfect soldier. Whatever I say, Norok will do, and with a gleeful smile upon his simple face all the while. It would do you well not to cross me, whelp. For if I tire of dealing with you, I'll simply have you sent upstairs to the Spinebreaker. He knows just what to do with the toys Mummy Dearest sends him.
I would say we just do that first and pay him a visit. Now let's discuss your orcs. Did you know an orcish soldier has fallen in love? No, we're not gonna say that. We want to protect the lovers. Maybe I should read first what they say. Kinda thought it would be just some more questions. Now let's discuss the orc who lost the armory key.
Unless you have proof that something has gone awry in the armory, I'll hardly bother with this matter.
Now let's discuss the red catcher.
Have had the pleasure of making his acquaintance. Careful.
Pleasure.
He was only just released from the hangman's cells. What was the case? Ah, yes. I believe he ordered his rats to chew out the tongues of every last infant within a Western Orcish tribe. An answer to some insult or other from the tribe's all-mother. Or so I heard. He's dangerous, yes, and quite mad. But I'd trust him with my own neck.
That says a
There's
lot
not
about
an
you.
orc in Rivellon that would dream of crossing Grutilda, no matter how mad.
Right. Interesting. I thought she would kind of offer us to
You've got to the count of one.
also do something against the Mont Warriors.
Freshen this.
Doesn't seem right. Question is now how to get to the cellar. They hatch somewhere behind here? Special. You know him from the quest log. Hi.
Oh, a new immaculate face in town. What a pleasure to serve you. I've a deal running now. Double the whiskey for any and all who refrain from beating me from the neck up and the crotch down.
Boy.
I could have sworn that rat just winked at me.
Now tell me about yourself.
Oh, I'm nobody at all. Just the old tavern keeper in this here village. Things have been busy since the orcs came, but
Busy?
I've never been one to complain too much.
Yeah, I don't think you want to complain to the orcs.
Well, especially with with my wife and kids gone. I prefer to keep my eye on the prize. Oh, whiskey, of course. No excruciatingly terrible memory a nice glass of the good stuff can't wash away.
Oh boy. But I think that's where the aged whiskey we produced some time ago could come in. What do you know about these orcs?
Oh, swell, guys. Swollen as swell can be. I haven't a complaint in the world. Not in the wide world. Keep me busy, they do. Day and night. Night and day and night again. Well, you might imagine me a wee bit utterly exhausted, but I wouldn't have it any other way. After all, the soul-crushing night terrors can't find you if you never sleep. That's
boy.
my motto.
What do you know about this village?
Well, the scenery's certainly changed in recent weeks, I'll tell you that much. Used to be a quiet sort of place. Family folks, you know. Never had much trouble, and all the less because our little town played host to a source hunter and a powerful wizard, both.
Yeah, and if you remember, I think I said that a few episodes ago, the source hunter was Madora. And if you bring her along, she has like lots of interactions with the people here. And like also the couple who fled, the blacksmith and his wife, they also are not that very happy to see Madora again.
Can't say why we were overcome so quickly. Can't say why so many of us were cut down over those shiny stones. An immaculate like you know better than me, I suppose. Yes, I suppose
He
an
thinks we are
immaculate just like
too.
you might have been the one who held my son's head back while Grutilda sliced his throat open, eh?
Oh gosh.
Oh, but who's got time to think on the past? That way lies danger, I say. I only know that these orcs are a thirsty lot. It's my job to keep my head down and the whiskey flowing.
I wonder if we could like get him to poison the people around here. I've got a batch of aged whiskey right here, and what's more, I'll let you serve it to these orcs.
Let's have a look.
Get them drunk.
Well, I'll be Grutilda's great Aunt Gretchen. Single malt, aged 30 years. It seems my old pal Glenn hid away his finest spirits for a rainy day.
No, it's self-made.
A shame to waste something so fine on them. But something this delectable ought to put them in a more gentle spirit.
I'm kind of surprised that you can't like tell him anything or give him at least a hint that we are not immaculates. What do you know about the Ratcatcher?
Now there's a man apart from the rest, even among their kind. He's a strange sort. Nurses the same flagon of whiskey for an hour and sits in the corner by himself. Oh, but the lack of company don't keep him from making conversation. Always muttering beneath his sour breath he is, or arguing some point of his left hands against the better sense of the right. I tell you, someone like that's twice as terrifying as one of these big ornery brutes. At least you can see their clubs coming down in time to jump out the way.
Oh, let's discuss the armory key.
What about it? I can't say I know a thing about the armory, but say bringing the occasional flagon to the guards there. But I've delivered a drink from barracks to bridge in the course of my work.
I can hardly blame you for your Richardsons. These orcs are savages. But I'm here to help, not to harm. Interesting. I kind of thought that saying the orcs are savages would help us.
I appreciate your concern, dear friend, but I'm doing quite all right in my own fashion. I won't be mucking up my position with the orcs by colluding with a stranger.
Sad.
The goddess must be smiling upon... Rejoice! The goddess has blessed us with more whiskey!
I don't know what happens with the whiskey. Ah, they're drunk. As expected. Intelligence -3, initiative -5. I don't think many of them actually are spellcasters. I don't think that the intelligence debuff will do something. Ah, but Grutilda is drunk. Anyway. Ah, and here we have the entrance to the cellar. Tavern cellar. Here would have also found some don't mind if I take everything. And there we have the Red Palace. A special chest.
Fastened tighter than the treasury.
And in front of the chest are the remnants of an explosion. Maybe let's not open that. Aha.
You again? Unless you've come to tell me you've turned a cat's guts into I've nothing more to say. That must be the monster who's been slaughtering my men by the dozens. Any road, a servant of me.
I was kind of hoping that we could do more, you know? Also interesting that they don't just take the cheese. Anyway. I think the entrance to this weapon chamber and treasury might be by the fireplace. Can we really do anything?
You again?
Apparently not. We give them some more cheese. I mean, if possible, I would like to if possible, I would like to solve it peacefully. I mean, if not, I guess if we can, I mean, we could just attack him. Quite a lot of HP actually. Stay armor key. I don't think we have a quest for the rats. Let's not kill the rat. You know, I mean, we already freed the servants, so I don't think this is necessary.
Potent heat!
But before we go upstairs, I actually want to loot the place more. Painting. Paintings. Sure, I always take paintings from the backside of the wall. Much easier. Let's touch the torch. Aha. Go, Wolgraff. This. Also interesting that there are some of the paintings down here. But lots of Tenebrian weapons. Not really sure if they are good. And once again, a heap of gold and we can't take it. Into the deep. Into the deep. My adventures in the mines of Krexkar, where Ruben is Longbeard. The author says he traveled the famous mines and claims to have met many dangerous creatures of the deep. Strangely enough, he doesn't seem to mention a single creature that you have ever heard of. The editor's note at the end described the book as a dwarven social satire. Oh, I think we already read that one. Oh. I mean, take it. Now let's have a look if there was anything noteworthy. Grass. I think we can't learn it. Yeah. 5. So let's equip our reading ring, identifying ring. Boots. Boots 43 with some resistances. Oh, let's give them to Jahan. His boots suck. Go. Weapon, crossbow, shield we also don't use. Another shield, a bow, but I think it's not nicer than the one we currently have. But let's have a look. I can't imagine that. Nope, definitely not. Okay, and then mysteriously appear again.
Of course, oh mother, of course.
Okay, let's take the last painting. Oh, here's another one. We'll never need money again. And then let's just head upstairs.
Of course, it'll be for a moment.
Hurry it up with the whiskey.